Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Get ready. Today is mobility training. If you feel like you're not achieving your full fitness potential, this is the workout for you. Mobility training can help you to get a bigger range of motion to help out your joints and your muscles. It also works on some of the flexibility, but we want to open up those areas that sometimes have tension and tightness. This can help prevent injury, reduce joint deterioration, prevent aches and pains, improve your posture, and like I said before, improve your overall fitness performance. Who doesn't want that? Equipment today is a mat and a yoga strap. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Do make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you do not miss any workouts. And if you're looking for more content, there's almost 200 additional workouts that you're missing, so make sure you click that join button below. Roll your shoulders back and brace your core, lengthen up through the torso. As we go through these mobility exercises, I want you to always have mindfulness and great posture. So let's start with our neck. We're just gonna look down towards the ground and then look up to the ceiling. And we're gonna do each movement about 5 times. And just to clarify, this is more of a workout than just stretching. One more time, down and eyes up. And then bring ear to shoulder right and left. And again, I'm gonna count, this is number 2 on each side. And as I'm doing the lengthening, the mobility movement here, arms are along by the side, pulling up and in through the waist. And then circle completely, so chin down, circle around. We'll do 5 in this direction. Maybe there's some cracking. And don't force any of the movements. That was 5. I'm going to reverse that. Pulling up and into the waist. You could do this seated if it's more comfortable for you. And last circle. Eyes are up. I'm gonna grab my strap. If you don't have a strap, maybe you have like a broomstick, something that's maybe a little bit longer. The wider the arm, so if you got some locked elbows or shoulders, you're gonna wanna have this wide. I'm gonna start wide because my shoulders are a little bit tight. So we're gonna start at front of the thighs and then bringing it up. So I'm gonna press out as I bring it up and behind my back. And if you get stuck there, maybe widen your grip. So if you have something bigger or longer, you can open it up. As you get more mobility in your shoulders, your hand grip can go closer together. Again, I'm pressing out, reaching up, taking it back. And let your breath just flow through the movements here. So I'm reaching it up, really lengthen up. There's that little point in there, right? You feel it right there where it gets a little bit stuck. We're gonna do 1 more of these. Up and back. Hold it there for a moment. Now I want you to really just open up and then hinge forward with a flat back. So it's a good morning position. And then bring it up. Let's do a couple more of these. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you rise back up. In this position here, belly pulls in, hips push back. So I'm getting some mobility into my hamstrings and hip joints, my low back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lower, lengthen through the crown of your head. Nice long lines. 1 more time. And release. Release your strap. Ooh, right, those shoulders should feel good. We're coming down onto the ground for 90-90. That means each leg is at a 90-degree angle. And just for a couple of times, just you can sit back onto the hands, drop the knees to one side and then the other. And sometimes you kind of slide on your mat, so just readjust your body. And again, we're working in the hips here, hips and in the back. So we're gonna add on to this. So we're gonna drop to one side, a little pigeon. So I'm gonna stretch over, then either using the hands or not, I'm gonna push my hips up. So I'm opening up through the hip flexor, release down, go to the other side. Round it down, and then press hips up. So really push up for a 1, 2, and then release. Trying to either use the hands or not, it's your choice. So when I come up, boom, I'm trying to either use them or not. As you get stronger in some of these movements, you have to use those arms. I'm pushing forward. So we have a couple more of these. Rotate, drop, and then lift. A little hard there, huh? Gets a little stuck sometimes. Drop the knees. Push the hips up. And your feet are not going to stay exactly 90-90, believe me. Hips go up. And how often should you do this? Mobility training, like you could just pick a couple of these that you really feel are beneficial, that are beneficial for you, and do those a couple times a week. You definitely get more results. Just do one more to each side when you have consistency in everything that you do. Hips up. And you should start to feel the effects of this maybe after a week or two of being consistent. Right, we're gonna come onto your back. Roll all the way down, elbows out about a 45-degree angle. So they're not tucked into my side, they're out a little bit. My knees are bent. I'm gonna drive into the elbows here. So we're gonna work on some thoracic opening here. So I'm pressing into the elbows, lifting the chest, the head can be down. Right, I'm gonna pop it open and then release. It's just hard for me to do this with my ponytail in. So the back of the head can be on the mat. I press into the elbows, pop open the chest, hold it for 1, 2, 3, release. And this is gonna feel like effort. So pop and open. I feel that big arch in my back. Release. 2 more. Push into the elbows. 1, 2, 3. Release. Tuck the tailbone for a moment and then find neutral. And then again, pop open, hold, and release. Rock yourself up, come to all 4. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And let's just start with some hip circles. Trying to keep the shoulders quiet, just moving those hips. And then reverse the hip circles. And again, 5 is kind of our number today. I'm gonna take my front hand, place it behind the head. So again, good posture, have good control here. I'm gonna open up as far as I can on the inhale, on the exhale, elbow to elbow. So I'm gonna touch that elbow to the inside of my elbow. Inhale, open, and exhale. And I want you to look to the elbow as it goes up. Get some rotation in the waist. And open one more time, relax. Okay, just roll your wrist if you need a break. And let's do the back arm. I'm just gonna stay in this position so you can see the other side, hands under shoulders. Have your knees open, good posture, and then you take away the hand, open up, look to the elbow, and then exhale, bring it inside. Use that breath, inhale, and exhale, twist it in. You have 2 more. And again, really be mindful in the movement. Exhale, bring it in, and release. Sit back, roll the wrist a little bit. And now we're gonna come into a down dog position. So we're gonna go into a down dog reach, into up dog. So hands a little bit more forward, come into your down dog, open your feet. Take a moment, and then you're gonna I'm gonna be taking my backhand, grabbing my calf muscle to the outside, and I'm pushing through. So we're gonna get some shoulder mobility, low back mobility, and then from that, I'm gonna take my hands, kind of walk forward and into an up dog, releasing the knees, the thighs. Exhale, I'm gonna walk back a little bit, other arm reaches to calf, and then walk out, here we go. Lower the hips. A little walk back, down dog. Grab and hold, look under your armpit, and then back out, drop the hips, look up. So when I'm doing the reach here, I'm gonna look through my armpit, back behind my hip, come back out, release, and other arm. Again, we wanna deepen the connection with each movement. So having a little twist, drop the heels so you can get some mobility in your ankles. Let's do one more on each side. And it's okay to move the hands and the feet a little bit here. Stay in an up dog for a moment, release the toes, and then push back into child pose, and we're coming up. So it is effort. When we do mobility training, it's not like I said before, it's not like stretching where you're gonna be like, oh, relax. There's movement in here because we're working through a range of motion within a joint. I have my knee bent, and I'm gonna be reaching up with that same arm, with the same knee here. My other arm, I'm gonna make a fist. Show me your muscles here. I'm gonna be twisting, so I'm lifting up, and as I twist, I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna bring this elbow to the ground. So I'm leaning back, elbow to the ground in front of my knee. I'm gonna look up and I'm push into my elbow, open up. Oh, I love this one. And then I'm gonna come back up. I'll do this from a couple different angles so that you can see. So inhale, look up, twist, exhale, sink. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink back. Elbow in front of the knee, look to your hand. Inhale, lift, push the hips forward, right, lengthen through the torso. Twist, look up, sink back. Let's do two more, because I like this one. How about you? Inhale up, exhale. Elbow down, look to the hand. And I think one more, right? So I'm gonna twist first, look up, push elbow into ground, and you're up. Nice job. Whoa, that felt good, right? Other side. Note to self, do that one more as often as you can on a daily basis. Leg in line with my hip, about a 90-degree angle. You know, work with your body. Your joints are different than mine. I reach up, lengthen, push the hips a little forward, twist, looking up as I drop, elbow to ground, and I'm pushing into this foot too on the ground, and then I'm waking it up. So if you need to bring it in a little bit more, right? Know your range. Inhale, look up, twist, sink back. There's a lot going on in this one, right? You got your waist, you got your hips, you got your shoulders. Sit back, twist. I think we're gonna do 3 more because it feels so good, right? So maybe we're doing 6. Look up, twist it, sit back. Inhale, exhale. And one more time. And even when you're down here, you can even think about that. Put this on the floor with that knee bent, push into it a little bit. Activate your glute. Come on up and relax. A little child pose there. That one felt great. Come on into a straddle, and we've got some lateral lunges here. Great for hamstrings, inner thighs, ankle mobility here. So I'm gonna go into a wide, And I'm just gonna start by shifting from side to side. And then we'll get a little deeper here. Trying to keep the foot on the floor. So push your hips back. So when I'm in that straddle, my hips push back, my chest is open, shoulders are rolled back, push me to straight. You can always have hands on your hips, whatever works. Let's do one more in each direction here. And my eye gaze is looking out in front. Come back up to center. Now go for deeper. So now we're gonna go deeper, but I'm gonna keep that foot on the floor and I can sink back. So I'm lifting the toes up. I'm gonna hold, 1, 2, come up, other side. 1, 2, come up. The toes can lift up. Inner thigh, ankles. That may be longer than 1, 2, right? 2. Push the hips up, get good posture. Sinking back. One more in each direction. Move it into a lunge, so I'm just gonna turn, drop the knee down, pull the shoulders back. From this position here, I wanna feel like I tuck the tailbone, open up the chest here. Arms can reach up or be at your side, but we're gonna lift that knee off the floor, straightening the leg. So I'm really gonna get into that hip flexor, and then I'm gonna drop the knee down. And again, wherever you want your arms, so you can try, I'm gonna put mine behind the head, feet separated, straighten the leg, keep my shoulders over my hips, and then release. And just let your breath flow. So everybody might be breathing a little bit different here. And then it depends on your surface below you. Maybe you want a double up mat for your knee. Push that foot back, open the chest. We'll do one more. Because this is where a lot of women have a lot of tightness, right? And relax. Whew. Sink back for a moment. And come up. Let's do one more of those. A little push back. Straddle. Come up. And then pivot to the other side. So your feet are separated. Good posture. Again, connect with your body. Your body is talking to you. Sometimes it can get through things with bad posture for a certain amount of time, and then all of a sudden it goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's when injury happens, and then it's too late. So this is why it's important to include mobility, flexibility, foam rolling, massage gunning, all that into your healthy lifestyle. Lifting the knee up, and press the heel back, and you can open the chest, then release the knee. My eyes are up. You know, you can take whatever you want with the arms. But this is gonna help me to keep pushing my head into my arms, keeping the shoulders over the hips. So I think we're gonna do 6. I think we're on number 4. Push it back. This can help with knee issues, you know, mobility training, back issues, like when we have a lot of achiness. And one more time. This might be more, but I think you needed it just as much as me. And then come on back. Sit back. Relax. And one more time in that stretch. Step forward. So I know that we did the good morning. We're gonna do one more good morning here. Hands on your hips or behind your head. Now, lift and lengthen. Ground your feet. Right, they're a good hand width apart. Roll your shoulders back, and then feel this up and in. Now I'm gonna keep it really tight. I'm gonna be pushing my butt back. So I lengthen from the crown of my head into good morning position. You could do a little reach, and then then come up. You can push the hips back. Push a little bit on the outside of your feet. So you feel like you're almost making the arch in your foot. So hinge, keep the length. Reach those arms if you want to. Come on up, and let's do one more. Holding, reaching, hold for a moment, and then come on up. Now we're gonna completely forward fold here. So come down into that good morning and then release all the way down to the ground. Relax. In a forward fold position, I want you to have a little bit of a control in the shoulders. Now you can either, if your hands are all the way down, you're gonna walk toward one side of your foot and then take a little walk to the other side. And just let your breath flow. Relax your head down between your arms. We have 2 more cycles. Again, I'm going to press a little bit to the edges of my feet. And one more time to the front. This feels good, right? And to the back. And now to center. In that position, hands on your shins. Give me a half lift, look up. And then bend the knees, roll yourself up so that you don't hurt your back here. A little bit of back extension. And then release. Coming into a sumo squat. Now, this is like a tall tale sign of hip mobility. You're gonna have the feet open. Everybody's got a different range for sure in this one. And we're gonna drop into that squat. You know, the ideal is that you don't wanna be too wide, but you know, when you have tight hips, I do, right? I'm gonna go a little bit wider and I'm gonna drop my butt down. So this is our relaxed state. And then we're gonna straighten out the legs. My toes will point forward. Then I'm gonna, again, drop into sumo. If you're really having a hard time with this, straighten out the legs. I'm gonna show you a little tip. I can use my wall, right? I can come in with tighter, drop my butt, work on this, but it is harder now. I gotta push away from the floor. Whoop. And push away. So you can determine if you want to give the wall a try. I'd go a little bit closer to the wall. My butt's going to kind of slide. Depends on your butt, right? Down that wall. I'm going to push back up. Let's do a couple more. I'm going to come back into center, drop into sumo. Right, you can see I'm dropping my butt. Eyes are up. Pushing. I'm pushing my knees out a little bit here and then straightening it out. One more time. And then we're gonna come all the way down onto the stomach for a little scorpion. Reaching the arms out into T, where I'm gonna keep my front arm reaching out. I'm gonna move my mic. Keep my one arm reaching out. And then I'm gonna take the back leg, bend the knee, and then try to touch it to the ground. And then release other arm and other leg. And after all that we've done, there should be a little bit more mobility here. You could keep the head on the mat. I'm gonna do one more on each leg. And then press yourself up and into child. And then roll yourself up to standing. Ooh, and you should feel, you know, a little bit invigorated. You moved your body in all different directions. So let's just give a little gratitude to this body. Reach it up, reach it back. pull it into your heart. Touch that skin. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. You did amazing. Look at what you just gave back to your body. Remember, if you're feeling stuck in your workouts, like you're not getting the range of motion, or maybe you're on the verge of an injury, like something's like, oh, this doesn't feel quite right, bring in the mobility training. And if you don't have time to do the whole thing, pick a couple of the movements that are really good for your body. Every body is different here, you guys. If you enjoyed this, make sure you do thumb it up, comment below what was your favorite move, and I will see you back at the next workout. Take care, guys.